Good morning, it's Backyard Care, and I am sitting here with my Calibrochia inspecting for aphids. Dun dun dun. So, I have 3 of these pots I bought last week, a few days ago, and let's see if I can get a, there we go. Yep. You can see the little green guys. They're on the new blossoms, mostly, although they could be hiding on the backs of, oh, there's a spider. Get to work. Well, anyways, what I'm going to do, excuse me, as sad as it is, I'm just going to pinch off. Yeah, you can see some signs there, little flecks. I don't know. Anyways, what I'm going to have to do is remove all the flowers. So these here I did a couple days ago. And if you take a look, so, oh geez, look at all the holes in that. So this was a flower I left on, maybe? Or is this one that just came up? I had some that just opened. I think this is one that just opened. So it's got some holes in it. And I think I'm going to just pinch that off. Throw it in the garbage there. So there are some new buds. I'm going to keep an eye on them. See if there's any evidence, any aphids on there. I put a little purple stick in there so I know which is which. I've got 2 purple ones and 1 red one. So I'm hoping that by removing the flower heads where they are, that I get rid of all the aphids. So instead of just taking off the flowers, I'm going to pinch back to where there's a bud. So you can see that bud there. I'm just going to take that off. And I'm going to do that around to the rest. Now, sadly, there's quite a bunch of growth here, but I'm just going to go back to, there's an old spent bloom, and then there's a set of leaves. Actually, there's a bud there, a little tiny bud. So I'm going to pinch just before that, just after that bud. Okay, move this over here so I can reach it. And there's 2 open ones, 1 fresh one, 1 dead one. So I'm going to pinch it back to like here. And clean this up a little bit more. Come back. I got my little clippers. They help a little, or a lot. I just wanted to mention, I also see there's a lot of dead leaves in here, so I'm just going to take them away, clean up any of these spent flowers, and we'll bring it down to just a little leafy bush like those guys over there. And I'm not too concerned about cutting them back so much, because where you cut, they will send out double shoots. So, or they'll split. They'll send out 2 new shoots instead of. So this will actually fill it out more, and hopefully the aphids will be gone, and there'll be no more eggs left, and ourselves some pretty flowers in a week or so. So let's take a little break and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. And I did leave a little bud on there, and that will be an indicator for us to see what it's like in a day or so. If that's covered in aphids, then it'll be an easy trap to remove. And here's some little buds that are coming in the future. Another little bud there, I think. And a few more. Oh, spent bloom here. So, hopefully, this will cure the itch of the aphids. Oh, actually, I'll show you over here. So, maybe about a week or so ago, I cut this one. So there was a lot of dead on here, and let's bring it closer and take a look. Oh gosh, this is heavy. Okay, so there are a lot of dead branches on here, dead leaves, dead everything. So I did something I saw a few other YouTubers do, is I just went and what they call gave it a haircut. So I went along and I just chopped off the ends as if I was giving it a trim. Took it up about 3-4 inches, and then I was able to see if there were any dead branches like this. This is a dead branch. Now I can go in there and, oh, it was already broken anyways. So pull that off. Now, let me see. There's all kinds of new growth in here. It's only been a week and the ends are now starting to get new growth on them. And they're all sort of pulling towards the sun, leaning. I might, oh, look at there. See on the stems? There's little green shoots coming out. So this is going to fill back out again. I actually did the same thing to this one over here, and it's gorgeous now, aside from a few cobwebs, spiders on there. And a few dead flowers, but I mean, with Calibrochias you don't really need to deadhead them. But I could inspect for aphids. That's what I'm looking for. So I don't see, here's a flower. Do we see any evidence of aphids? They could be down inside that bud, but I'm going to let it flower and see what happens. I think I had already gotten the aphids off. Oh yeah, another thing I should do with the one I just cleaned up is give it a hosing down. I like to do that too. Another thing I can do, if need be, is mix up some. So what you do is you put the neem oil, you mix it with some soap. I'll probably show that another time. Mix it with soap so that it emulsifies into the water, and then you pour it right in the soil. It's called a neem oil drench, a soil drench. And the neem oil goes up into the stem of the plant. It works in a systemic way, and then when the aphids bite in to the leaves or the plant, it affects their digestive system, and I think they can't drink water or something like that. Anyways, it kills them. Blah. The end. That's what the hope is. You can also spray them with neem oil, but I find that when you have a problem like that, the systemic approach is probably a better way to attack the issue. Okay, so anyways, here we go. I'm going to turn on the hose and give it a spray. So, I'm going to use 2 hands. So, letting that down. So I just turn it upside down. Whoops, wrong setting. There. Just turn it upside down. And want to hit all the tops. And what that does is it knocks off any other aphids that might be harboring in there. Now, this is super dry, so I'm going to give it a nice little soaking with just some plain water. These guys like to dry out anyway, but after all that carnage, removing all those leaves, we'll give it some fresh water, let it revive itself. Looking good, looking good. And I'll give it a break from the sun. I'll keep it in the shade for now. And that is it for today. For now. So thanks for stopping by. And have a great day.